guys, and welcome back to another episode of From the Shadows. And as always, guys, if you are enjoying the series, please do drop a like on the video. That would be bloody brilliant. Let's just jump straight in with ourselves a question of the day. You can see a few things have happened, and I will talk about that stuff in a minute. Do not worry. So let's just choose one off of my list. Okay. How long does it take to adjust to the new version of FN? Personally, I don't really think it takes any time at all. Okay, you sometimes find that there's a few menus that you like that have been moved, but other than that, I think it's a pretty simple adjustment. I mean, last year's game particularly, I found that it was a case of just sliding straight into it. Of course, there was bugs in that, but I don't think it's that difficult. It usually just takes me a few days. I mean, what about you guys? How long does it usually take? Do you buy the game immediately, or do you wait for a little while? You know, let me know what you think in the comments. If you do have any ideas for a question of the day, drop them in the comments with the hashtag QOTD. Now, over the past couple of days, of course, I've had lots of feedback regarding the series for FM16. Which has been fantastic. I've been interested to hear what some of you guys have had to say about those sort of stuff. Basically, I've come up with a short list. I talked about it on my video, I think it was either last night or the night before, I can't remember. It's getting a bit confusing with the way I'm recording at the moment, but basically, it's now a short list of 9, which is nice. So it's a nice spread of all the leagues, basically. Yes, I couldn't include every single team, but, you know, those of you that understood why, that's fantastic. Those of you who tried to pick arguments with me in the comments, why does that make me want to do the save anymore if you're going to start trying to make arguments about it? It's pointless. Like, the reason I didn't do certain saves or didn't want to do certain teams is just because I didn't think I would enjoy that particular team. It's nothing personal. I don't have to explain why. I just don't particularly think I would like that. That's why I tried to find ones that I thought were interesting. Some people changed my mind about some that I thought, actually, yeah, in the end, that's probably not a bad shout. So yeah, that's just the way it is. You know, I wanted to make sure that obviously you guys want to see it, but still, I want to make sure that I'm going to enjoy it because I actually have to play them. You know, it'd be like me telling you to do a save with a team that you despise or something, and then you have to do 15 years worth with that save. It's just not that fun, and I'd rather do a save that I'm enjoying because then the videos in theory will be better. That's the kind of the way I'm looking at it. So hopefully that's all sorted out now and we should be good to go. So let's get into what's been going on this month. Now, we've had some interesting movers and shakers, so to speak. First thing is I actually accepted a bid and then cancelled it at the very last minute for Alberto Cherry. Real Madrid came in with a £42 million bid. The only problem was it was too late. Like, I wouldn't have been able to find another striker in the time allotted because I wouldn't have been able to go out and scout anyone because I hadn't got any decent, like, proven quality strikers available to me in my scouting at that time because obviously I was scouting youngsters, so I wouldn't have had time to send a scout out. Had they done it earlier in the window, I might have considered it just to get some money in and move on to a slightly to a regen player because I do like to bring in the regens, but I just don't think I can do that at the moment, which is a shame because I think it would have been good for the club. The other problem was that they literally just before that brought down the amount of transfer revenue retained to 10%, which means we'd have only got 4 million on the budget and it would have been a complete waste of money. So I'd rather keep Alberto Cherry at the club, frankly, because he's a fantastic player and I really do like him. But if the opportunity was there and it was made fiscal sense, I would have sold him, but it didn't. It really, really didn't. I kind of feel like I'm justified with that when we look at some of the fixtures we've had this month. So, getting straight into things. Now, firstly, we've had the Europa League draw, and I did actually do this off camera, mainly because I couldn't get the camera to bloody work this morning. It's working now, I hope, but for some reason it wasn't this morning. I think the battery might have not charged properly overnight, so I had to charge it up, but I couldn't just sit there like for an hour and wait for the battery to charge because I had to get these videos recorded, which is annoying, but hopefully it's all good now. Plus, it's 48 teams being drawn. That would have taken bloody ages, but I will promise to do all the other draws later on, so if we get through our group this time, and I sense we may well do, and you'll see why. Basically, we got drawn against Maccabi Haifa, who were in the second pot. We were in the third pot in this time. Porto, massively tough, admittedly, and the final team is Molde, out of Norway, so that's going to be a fun one. We get to go to Scandinavia for a little bit, and yeah, they were in the last pot, so I feel like against Maccabi Haifa and Molde, we should be able to pick up victories, I'd like to think, and that should be enough to see us through, probably in second spot in the group. So I think we'll definitely qualify for the knockout stages this time, fingers crossed. But yeah, moving on from that, and that's what we're going to be doing today, actually. We're going to be going to Israel to play against Maccabi Haifa. It's going to be a fun one. But firstly, we, of course, had Strasbourg in the league, and I didn't expect anything less than a win here. What I did not really expect was Fauzi Baguji to actually score a hat-trick in this one. Now, of course, he's playing up front at the moment. Well, he was in this game. Cherry's back now. But it was fantastic. I genuinely couldn't believe that he scored a hat-trick. Quinton Pereira also added one for us as well. Now, I've had a lot of feedback about the tactic. I've taken it all on board, and I've written down what you guys have made in terms of notes, but I haven't actually made the changes yet, because we're winning games. I found that there was a lot of sort of little people telling me to do this with the tactic on a video where we'd beaten PSG, and I thought, the tactic clearly isn't that bad because we just beat PSG. So I don't want to... If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the way I'm looking at it. However, if we do start to lose and I do start noticing problems, I will make the changes that you have suggested. Because, you know, can't hurt, can it? But a 4-1 win away at Strasbourg, and I think they will be in trouble this year. I really do, unfortunately for them. Next up, we have Bordeaux at home, and I feel we were a little bit unlucky to draw this one, if I'm honest. They had injuries galore. We only really managed to, well, we had the penalty, and that was all, basically. And that was a real problem. Salih Uchan actually won the penalty for us, bursting forwards, but he's been playing at attacking mid lately. But after El Batango had put them in front, thankfully we managed to get a 1-1 draw, but I just feel like we probably could have done better in this one, and it's these sort of results that are going to prevent us from getting into the Champions League. Because I really do, that's my overall aim this year, is to get into the Champions League. I just don't know. Those are the sort of results that are going to cost us. Thankfully, we managed to come back against Tours. Away from home, though, but they were dead bottom of the league at this point. No, they weren't. Sorry, they were just above Strasbourg, in fact, in 19th place. And it was the perfect day for Alberto Cherry to sort of claim his throne back as our masterful scorer. Now, we had a very, very quick start to this game, as you can see, with Christian Kouakou and Alberto Cherry scoring in the same minute. I've seen that more and more lately, actually. The game hasn't updated, so it's just like I've seen more and more over the past couple of months. Cherry then made it 2-1 to us in the 9th minute. It took a lot longer for anything else to happen in this game, but as you can see, we dominate the stats. Cherry with a 3rd goal, just to wrap things up. They did have a chance, but Stoll missed the penalty. And when I say missed, I mean missed. Like, Sigurds didn't even have to do anything. So, good stuff there. So a 3-1. Not a bad result against a poor side. Next up, though, we had Nice, who have notoriously been a decent side in this league, but they hadn't really got their shit together in this game, and were thoroughly beaten, basically. We took the lead. Park J won. Great to have him back. Bobby Wood did get one back for them after we'd made it 2-0 through Alberto Cherry, and then Cherry wrapped up with another 3-1. But the point is, we're not conceding stupid amounts of goals. In fact, I don't think we've conceded more than one in a game. Oh, no, we did, against PSG. So we could do with a few more clean sheets, though. We've not kept a clean sheet since the opening day. So not ideal, but I'm still thinking it's a little bit better. And that's left the league looking like this. We are 5 points off the top already because PSG have won all 6. They're going to storm the league this year. They've signed a load more players, another £85 million worth. They're going to be tough to overthrow, but I think this is the year that we get into the Champions League places. I feel like we can be doing that this year. We're doing well for goals, not stupidly badly for defending. Goal difference is looking nice. 13 points from our first 6 games is a reasonable amount. Admittedly, we played some of the smaller sides, but, you know, we'll have to see how we do against the likes of Marseille, Monaco, Toulouse, Stade Reims and whatnot, but I still think in the long run this year should be the year that we manage to get ourselves into the Champions League, and that means big moolah coming our way, so that's good, and that means we may not have to sell Alberto Cherry, but I do want to try and bring through one of those amazing youngsters that we've got out on loan. That's kind of important to me. In fact, let's just do a quick loan roundup since that's something you guys wanted to see. These are the players we've got out on loan now. As you can see, there is quite a lot of them, and a lot of them are injured, which is a pissing annoying thing, but as for sort of average rating, Mohamed Ali Bakar Matar is doing alright, actually. He's very good, actually. What we're talking about, 7.43. That's fantastic. Ivor Holt is out at Rangers, and he's got 3 and 5, which is not bad for the youngster. There's another one that's doing quite well. Strömer, who's got, you know, he's made 2 starts, but he's got 2 goals as well over at Auxerre, so decent. Ivor Holt is one of the ones I'm really excited about. Strömer is another one. There's a lot of players here, as you can see. Sendy Riviere, unfortunately, has got a back strain. He's out for 6 to 7 weeks, which is not good. He's up at Partick Thistle. There's a lot of players, basically. Is he? Yeah. So, hopefully, we'll get some of these guys will get some game time, and it should all be lovely. So let's get into the match today, basically. We're playing against Maccabi Haifa, and I don't think we've played, or have we played in Israel? I think we might have played against an Israeli team in the qualifiers last time round. I can't actually remember. It was nice not having to do qualifiers this time, because I think we got 2 rounds of qualifiers last time. So Porto are playing against Molde today, and you'd expect them to win, regardless of whether Scully turns up or not. They would probably win that game very comfortably. I don't know if they're at home or not. They're actually away in Norway, so it could still be a bit of a problem, but I don't think so. Park Jae-won, unfortunately, is injured again. Picked up a slight knock, so he's going to miss 5 to 6 days with a gashed leg, I believe. And Carlos Ruiz, I think it was a gashed leg, I can't remember. Let me just check, actually. Oh, twisted ankle, shit, okay, that's not good. Park, come on, man. And Ruiz has got a suspension, unfortunately, which is annoying, but that should be fine because it's against Maccabi Haifa. I'll put the first team out today, and if we win massively, then I'll rest players for the second leg. So we're going to go with Cherry, Luis, Uchan, Barguji, Gape and Bulent. Actually looks quite a solid midfield. Umbar, Wagner, Phillips and Philippe with Sigurds in goal. Mohamed, Matas, Pereira, Aslan, finally back, but probably won't play. Musava King, Mercier and Hugo. Now, the other thing I was looking at is I think that Aslan himself, he's not a bad striker. He's got a few little gaps, but I still think overall he's got a reasonable... Look at these stats. They're actually very decent for a striker. Okay, some of his physicals there, perhaps, but he's not bad as a striker. So I was thinking perhaps if we did move Cherry on, Aslan could maybe move into that role, but I'm not sure if that would be a waste of his ability, you know, because he is such a great creative talent. But I'm looking for more from him this year. Look at that. Bargugi's already got 4 goals. He's turned into an absolute stonker of a player that I really did not expect from him, to be honest. So we're going to go on how we're doing, and I think with this sort of quite attacking lineup, we should be able to come out with the win. We're the favourites, as you would imagine. Are we all good on this? Yes, we are. Yeah, okay, I'd rather have him, but... Oh, hello. Oh my god. Lots of questions. All the questions. Right, let's go for it. Nothing more to say, really. Go on, lads. I would like to see a sort of 2 or 3 goal win today, if at all possible, because... Then again, we're going back home, so if we won 2-0, I'd probably still rest players for the second leg, to be honest, because I feel like at that point we'd be... Wait, what are we talking about? Second leg. I'm still in the mindset of us playing in the qualifiers. We don't need to. This is a first full-strength team. Of course it is, because we're playing the bloody group stages, Matt. What are you talking about? Boyson now with the ball in and cleared away. And Luis should be able to catch this, and we might be able to get a break on here. That's not a great touch from him, but we've got players coming up in support. He will hopefully find one. Gape. He's got players coming forward all the way out wide from Abraham and Bar, all the way across. Comes back out. The ball is still not cleared, and it has now finally been cleared. Apparently that counts as a clear-cut chance. That was a little bit disappointing. I thought we should have put that in the back of the net, but we didn't. We need to do better. Right, here we go. Kabudi now with a long ball downfield. Bar with a lovely interception. I'll tell you what, right? Considering I take the piss out of him a lot, he actually is a very good defender. And he's got some goal-scoring threat to him as well. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Look at that. He gets forward so brilliantly, and some of his assists and crosses are quite good. Uchan now knocks it down, and it's dropped back to Philippe. We're putting the pressure on here. Possession is massively in our favour. Gape to Mbar again, whips it across the box, and it's this time cleared away again. Down to Luis, back to Philippe, back to somebody. Cleared, oh Christ. Don't let them catch us on the break. We're the break team. Out wide, Kashket now getting in the box, don't foul him. Pulls it across the, oh my life, and we're 1-0 down. David Boyson puts Maccabi Haifa in front. I mean, great goal. Can't deny that. That is a good finish. Probably should have cut that pass out, though. I feel like it was kind of just rolling through the corridor of uncertainty and nobody cut it out. Perhaps even the goalkeeper could have dived on it. That would have probably been the best thing to have happened, to be honest. But it wasn't exactly the best cross. It just rolled across the box and... Oh, just wasn't able to reach it, Seagrass. So Boyson's put Maccabi Haifa in front. We may have to step our game up a little bit here. Phillips cuts that out, which is good. We've got Phillips and Philippe in the team today, so excuse my confusion. But I believe that's because Sidibe and Ruiz are both out. In fact, Sidibe's got an injury, I think, and obviously Ruiz is suspended. Cherry needs support. He's got man out wide. He does. Philippe now playing as a fullback today. Not his ideal role. Ball across, and it's 1-1. Lovely ball from Philippe. Alberto Cherry, 9 goals already this season. I'm loving his work, I've got to say. I can't believe I was even thinking about selling him. It literally got to the point where he'd agreed terms with them and I cancelled the deal at the 90th, literally at the 11th hour. But I feel like that was probably the best decision going forward because I'd like to keep him. He's become a sort of cult hero in this save as well. So, you know, I expect at some point he might get phased out eventually, perhaps, if a youngster comes through that really does start to dominate, which I feel like perhaps one of ours may do later in the save. But for now, he's the way to go. Cherry again, and it is 2-1. Oh, lovely stuff. Maccabi Haifa 1, Paris FC 2, and Alberto Cherry is already into double figures for the season. I don't think I can ask for much more from the lad, really. Since they've scored the goal, they've really not done much. In fact, we've got 70% possession, 89% pass. Look at that from Bargugi. He's just getting cheeky now. 70% pass complete. 70% possession in this game, and nearly 90% completion in passes. It's the perfect performance if we hadn't let that goal in. Really, that's the one little, drag back for me is that, and not drag back, drawback. If we could get a third before half time, though, I'd be quite pleased with that. Let's just close down Clever a bit more. Bargugi in for Cherry again, and it's well saved there by Kabudi. I thought he was going to give himself another first half hat trick. Was it against Young Boys that he got 4 in the qualifying round last time out? I wonder if he's got some sort of... He just loves the Europa League at the moment, clearly. Did brilliant in it last year, and he started off the way he hopes to continue again this year. Wow, another chance before half-time, but it looks like it might go to them. Huge space open here, and nobody's closed him down yet. All the way across, and... oh, God. He's had a shocker. A guy shocker. I can't believe we conceded another goal there. It might be the balance of players for... But then again, we've been doing fine in the league with this system, so I'm... we'll have to see. It might just be that they've been very good on the counter-attack today. You might notice I've changed the spelling of asterisk for a reason. God, we've done well. I think we're the better... I think we're good enough to go on attacking in the second half and not have to worry too much, because I feel like these are games we need to win. We need to be able to beat Molde and Maccabi Haifa. If we're going to go through as the second place team, we need to win these games, basically. The away matches are crucial. You know, okay, draws would probably be doable as well, actually, as it happens, but it'll probably still be enough. But I'd rather not, you know? I'd rather win them and get ourselves... I'd like to see if we can get 12 points in this group. I feel like we'll probably lose home and away to Portugal, or not Portugal, to Porto. What about that? We're playing quite a high line, and they seem to be able to catch us on more than one occasion. It's Shirka, or Shocker. Oh, God, I was hoping Wagner wasn't going to get sent off again. He is liable for a yellow card, that lad. And Bar's brought him down. Okay. He's tripped him. That's not good. I'm hoping this play's going to end soon. Bargugi's onto it. No, he isn't. They've changed something. I'm just going to... For some reason, I did have it set to their formation on... Right, they haven't actually changed the system, have they? I guess what I must have changed it back, because I swear I had it like, oh, what a ball that is for Alberto Cherry. He's in. He's got to score here. He must score. He doesn't score. Kabudi with the big save. And that's another chance that's gone begging. Wagner comes across brilliantly there, but we need another chance. I feel like overall we're still in the ascendancy and really do deserve to win this match. But that doesn't mean we're going to. It seems to have stagnated a little bit. Nobody's had a shot for a little while. What can we even do? I'm going to bring on Pereira for... I'm going to bring him on for Luis, actually, as a kind of creative force. I'm also going to get Matas on for Bulens, because he's on a yellow card, and Matas is starting to become a decent-looking player now. Obviously, they're both rather play defensive mid, but Bulens can play centre-mid too, and it's nice to have that kind of versatility within the team. I'm going to say concentrate, but the fact is, we're actually doing all right for that. Our shot accuracy is fairly solid today. I'm just a little bit disappointed that we've let them score with 2 of their 3 shots on target. They've both been caught on the break as well. Shirka, win the ball off him, guys. There's 3 of you. Somebody win the ball. Oh, God. Well saved by Sigurdis, but that was poor. Really, really bad defending in the end. I would hate to lose this game, but Uchan, right? We need to go and try and win it. That's the problem. They've actually put up a much bigger fight than I expected. Bargugi now. Can he break with it? Out wide to Cherry. He will bring this down. Oh, Mori's put the tackle in. No, he hasn't. We've got men going forward. We've got all kinds of players forward here. Across the box for Pereira. He has to score, and he does. It's 3-2 to Paris, and now we've caught them on the break. Quinton Pereira with his 2nd of the season. Maccabi Haifa 2, Paris 3. This has been quite a good game, actually. Lovely little work here. Cherry manages to... I thought he'd lost the ball. Gate flicks around the side here. I thought Bagugi was going to take it. Lovely sort of composure from Pereira there to actually bring that down himself and push the keeper the wrong way. Right. I'm just going to put it back onto control so we get a bit more of the ball for this last few minutes of the game and don't get potentially caught up the field quite so much. And just be wary of the counter-attacks, because that's what control's about, isn't it, really? Pereira now. Oh, we've got a bit of space. Bagugi inside for Cherry. Round the corner. Oh, what a save from Kabudi. He's been brilliant today, I've got to say. If they take anything from this game, it will be down to their goalkeeper, because we've had enough chances to make this sort of 5 or 6, really, but we haven't taken them, and that's all that really matters, isn't it? I'm going to bring on Mercier as well, probably for Bargugi, just because he's the least fit player on the entire team at the moment, and you know how important he is to our league campaign, so we need to keep him fresh as much as we can do anyway. Corner now, Mercier's ball in. Uchan, oh, he nearly got that there. Gape, back out wide to Mercier. Can he get a good cross in this time? Goes back to Matas. We're just keeping the ball now. The possession stats moving up again. Uchan, is there a space? Nope, just keep the ball. All kinds of possession, lovely stuff. Cherry cutting inside. Oh, what a great strike that is from Alberto Cherry. It's 4-2, and he's got himself another hat-trick, and he just loves the Europa League. It's a bit of a lucky one, actually. I didn't think that he was really going to be able to score from that kind of angle, but I think the goalkeeper just loses it through a crowd of players, or not. Oh, it's just a good hit. Just a good hit from Cherry. It's 4-2 to Paris FC, and that should be that, and a good start to the season. And Porto look like they're actually only going to win by a single goal over Molde. Presumably it's not 1-0, you wouldn't have thought. Then again, that means Molde have scored against us, so maybe it is 1-0. Good start so far. 2 assists for Dominic Gape as well. A hat-trick for Alberto Cherry. Can't ask for much more than that, really, can you? Let's just see. Where did they? Oh, there we go. Yeah, they won 1-0 against Molde, away from home, I suppose. But that's a good start from us. 4 goals on the score sheet. Alberto Cherry with 3 of them, and we've got some work to do, but I'm still liking it so far. The wins, the only game we've lost so far is that one where we had virtually no players available against PSG, so I'm pretty happy with the way things are going. Right, next episode. Molde at home is a bit of a dead rubber. We're not going to win that. Should we just go straight to Porto for the next match? Because I know you guys will want to see the game against Porto. I feel like that's probably... When's the PSG game? It's not for ages, is it? In fact, It's not till like December, so we should be okay on that one. We'll just have to plan it out right. But I think you guys would like to see the Porto. Don't worry, I'm still going to do league fixtures too, because we've got some what will probably be quite boring Europa League games too. So plus, if we do qualify, then we'll be doing games after Christmas. So I want to make sure that we get some league games covered too. So guys, if you like what you're seeing, please do drop a like on the video. That would be magnificent. If we could get it to 150 likes, that would be even better. If you'd like to even more than that, and you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel for more Outcaster icons and From the Shadows in your inbox every single day at 7 o'clock. And I will see you guys in the next episode for a game against FC Porto, and that is going to be probably very difficult for us, but we'll give it our best shot. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.